I thought I put this up very quickly because sometimes my internet is zero in the house. I got to download, okay? I got to download about somebody who practically destroyed a light worker or earth angel or a divine feminine, and they have to face with a huge karma. I mean, a karma that causes heavy generational curses in their life, okay? So this is a family, they full with warlocks and witches and spiritual workers and voodoo witches and all kind of things. It's I pick up on a very strong Santera energy, but it's not necessary, okay? It can be a white person also. But what I can see this as a bunch of spiritual workers on a dark side. Or if not a dark side, it's like neutral, but I don't think these people are awakened, but they are into spirituality. These people are practicing spirituality from practically birth, but without awakening and without being divine, okay? So this bunch of people really fucked up with this earth angel or divine feminine or light worker or who is she, okay? And I mean, really badly. I mean, it's not just that there is a really heavy familial, I mean, generational curses they put on themselves and bad karma, but I think they will have problem also with the justice system on a 3D level, okay? And they losing their wealth, and on that level that they saw their Al-Kashaik records changing, that poverty will be lifelong, okay? So what they figured out, because you can imagine this is a bunch of spiritual work on a dark side, so they can't be divine because they are not awakened. They learn esoteric science, they learn witchcraft, they do it, but they never ever went through this awakening process. And that's why I'm saying they are on the dark side, okay? Because you need to understand knowledge is not enough. Knowledge is not wisdom. The wisdom is when you get your knowledge from practice, when you live what you teach, when you live what you do, when you live that knowledge. That's how it becomes wisdom, okay? So these people has the knowledge but not the wisdom. And when you don't have the wisdom, you usually fuck up yourself when you want to play a master, okay? And I think that's what happened here. So one of the biggest, cleverest of the family found it out. Let's drug the divine feminine, and one of the male member of the family will rape her or somehow get her pregnant. I think the original option was to come in like a player energy and trap her with a pregnancy. But the most important thing is they wanted her to get pregnant. What was the aim of it? So genetically mix up with her divine side. And actually, it's been many moon cycles, doing lots of rituals. Actually, the last new moon was the last one. And recently also they did a lot to put everything on the baby. I mean, all the family generational shit put on a baby. You know? What they did, what they cooked, what they planted, what they should harvest now, in this lifetime, in their life, they thought that the lineage, because AIDS belonged to their family also, they will put it on the babies, just shift it off, and divine feminine will deal with it, okay? She can fuck herself up with it. Well, what I could see that divine feminine could feel that there something is wrong with the DNA of the baby. So she did lots of modifications and manipulations, spiritually and in a level. And guess what? 2 days ago, everything that they implanted actually in the baby spiritually is returned. And actually source given a soul and this baby's body that is extremely strong and highly divine. So actually the transformation of the DNA and the transformation of baby is extraordinary. This is when I'm talking about, when these karmic people want you to have a blockage in your life so you won't step into your destiny, and it's something that you can't change. You can't change, because when you have a choice. When you are raped, you get pregnant, and it's too late to take it away because you didn't notice it, because I don't know, you are single, you were not with anybody, and it was you were drugged, you don't remember, and suddenly you realize you're pregnant. It's too late. Most people have given away the baby at the birth. Okay, you need to understand, when you are mother and you have a child and you give up on that child with your own will, you bring in a curse in your life, because that child in a way was sent to you. I don't care how horrible circumstances, but it's yours. And that finally that soul chose you as a mother. You are responsible for that child. Okay, I don't want to force anybody. If you are not ready to take care of that baby because it was a rape, psychologically it's bothering you, and it's a huge problem for many women. Yeah, maybe it's better if you give up on that child instead of abusing that child in her life. Okay, but I'm talking about divine feminine here, and actually what's happening, source, universe, and the divine feminine transforming these limitations, the karmic shits caused in her life, actually something divine, something extraordinary, you know. And these pictures are really even laughed and celebrated that this idiot divine feminine even wants to have the baby, and how fucked up she will be. And actually 2 days ago, all the shit that they implanted, injected in a baby, DNA and a baby, actually, it went back to them. And actually the baby is blocked out of it. The DNA of the baby blocked out. Because they don't know something very important. It's, again, your spiritual education is not correct. You do not have the wisdom. Okay? You do not have the wisdom. When a divine feminine and divine masculine break every generational curses in their bloodline, and they have a child, that child won't have any generational curses in their blood. Do you understand? Even if the child is coming from circumstances like that. So this is a really a good example, this family. I mean, there is many spiritual worker in it, not one, huh? And none of them awaken. None of them awaken, but they know everything. I mean, necromancy, witchcraft, all kind of shit. You know, it's just, you can't imagine things. You know, they have somebody who paid thousands and thousands of dollars for ancient grimoires, you know, that has magic in. You can't even, I mean, it's a treasure. I'm not saying it's not, but it has nothing to do with it. When you face with this force, this divine force, and a divine warrior that the divine feminine and divine masculine become after awakening. First of all, I'm telling you, awakening process is a fucking war. When you go through the dark night of the soul, you survive that, bitch. You come out sane, healed, breaking all the generation curses, and you move forward. You know what is your destiny, and you are unstoppable, honey. There's no grimoire, spell, or any esoteric science who can stop you and fuck you up. Simple as that. to become divine feminine and divine masculine has a huge price. And when you pay it, you have an access to a resource of force, energy, and protection that other people do not have, and they cannot have. I don't care what kind of ancient grimoire, magic, and shit you will dig up. How you want to fuck up the divine feminine, divine masculine. If you are divine feminine, divine masculine, you then been through the dark night of the soul, and you don't give up but build on your spiritual stamina. You trust source, you trust your journey. You realize that your limitations are just illusions. Doesn't matter how tough they are, doesn't matter how real they look like. And you go over it, or you destroy it, or you whatever you do with it, but you pass by. These bitches can't get you. Do you understand? It's like, you know, what is the saying? They threw you a lemon, make a lemonade of it. Simple as that. When they throw you stones, make a castle with it. Or you have to, actually that is one of the basic of alchemy of suffering and pain, because suffering and pain has an alchemy. Whatever they throw you, whatever pain and suffering they create in your life, you transmute it, you transform it, and you build something extraordinary with it. And for that, you are extraordinary, all of you, because to have the title to be divine, you've been through that shit. You know what I'm talking about. So I just had this download, and well, finally I just laughed on it, because they will be fucked up at the end. I mean, can you imagine all the effort that they do, all the, I just don't know. I just see everything from a different perspective since 1 or 2 days, because also show me how to see these people, how to see these obstacles they create, and it's just ridiculous for me anymore. You know, I just can't take it seriously anymore. It's like you do something, okay, all right, okay, I make it divine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And it does not mean that those generational curses, those karmic lessons that they should learn is disappeared. No, it returned to them. And there is one law in the universe, okay, that it will be returned multiplied. So all these people doing, actually making their situation worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, because they are so fucking clever to find a legal or spiritual way out of their shit actually they created, that actually they put themselves deeper and deeper in a shit. Now the problem is that the karmic people can do only create more shit. Why a divine person take the shit and use it as a fertilizer and create a beautiful garden with it? That is the difference. And karmic people are incapable. Why? Because a garden, it takes effort, it takes time, lots of divine energy. You have to plant with hard work the seeds, look after them, water them. And guess what? When a garden is flourishing, there is fruits and vegetables in it, lovely. What does the karmic does? Oh, she does not deserve it. Oh, he does not deserve it. Let's steal it. This is really ridiculous, honestly. Honestly. And when the comic says you had an easy life to get that, how funny is that? At the end, all of us has the same tools. All of us has the same possibilities. It's a question, how do you cope with situations in your life? And what do you do with the possibilities that comes into your way. That makes the difference. Don't get upset that, oh my God, what I'm gonna do. And it's normal reaction. I'm telling you, when you are human, yes. Sit down, discuss with source. Have a meeting with source. That look, source, they put me in this situation. I don't know what to do. And source will change the situation. Or show you have to change it. Because source is not like, source does not do that come on earth and change the situation for you. No, it's you who has to do it. And you have to work with your spirit team who has some effect on a free day. Now they can lurk in other people to help you, for example, or you can manifest somehow, but it's you who has to initiate and you have to work on it spiritually to manifest. So when you have a situation that is complicated, that is actually look like you are trapped, make that trapped turn into divine. Make that trap a stepping stone towards your destiny. I know it's complicated to see that like that, okay? After, when you have an agreement with the source, sometimes we give up. And sometimes we say, well, I don't know what is the way out of this shit. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I can't see the way out. To go to source that, listen, you told me it will be okay. So now do something, because I'm not me. I just tried all the possibilities. Nothing works. No way out. So do something, because I did everything, okay? And guess what? When there's a situation like that, source will do it. Will open new doors. If nothing else, break walls. So you could have that path towards your destiny. So do not abandon. I don't care what difficult situation you are in. I don't care what your community, what your people, what your family, whoever, job, colleagues, gossiping about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because reputation is such an illusion, like the 3D matrix. Do you understand? If somebody is judging you and trying to destroy you based on gossips that are malicious and coming from hateful people, they will fall in the same trap than that hateful person who did that. After, there is severities in spiritual. Now, I'm not saying punishment, because people should take this not a punishment. Karma is not a punishment. It's a way to learn. It's like a computer game. When you don't manage to get to the next level, you redo the lesson. And sometimes you fall back. And actually these karmic people fall back very badly now. And sometimes the fall back is losing their life and restarting another life where they have a chance to do it again, But they don't see it like that. They don't. They, especially this group of spiritual worker, this family, they really, I just don't understand. They studying so much esoteric science, and that it's not clear for them that they have to be awakened. You can't see in a spiritual text, or I don't know, this esoteric text, the grimoire, whatever you study, that you need to be awakened to use spiritual power like that. That's what I'm saying, is that when you become spiritual, because you are awakened, it's a big mixture, because there are people like them. They are extremely, we say evil, but they become evil because they know nothing. They don't have wisdom. They might have knowledge, but they don't have wisdom. And they don't have the awakened spirit that is actually aligned with the higher self, and they have a connection with the higher self, so you can bring down the knowledge, and not the knowledge, the wisdom. You can bring down the solutions. You can bring yourself up to the level of the higher self. I mean, align the two together. When you are not awakened, you can't do it. You can try it, but you won't be successful. And if you think you're doing it, you are delusional, because you can't. You need to be awakened. Anyway, so this is the situation. That's why when you read the energy of these people, they're doing high level of magic, and still they have to go to a tarot reader to read the future. How ridiculous is that? When you are doing such a high level of magic, you know the future. You can tap in the ether. You can see what's gonna happen. You don't need to go to another tarot reader, honey. Now these are people who follow like a recipe when you cook, you know, the witchcraft recipe or esoteric recipe, or anything. They follow it up letter to letter, and they think that is magic. We're talking about they are earth angel, they are alchemists, they are magicians, they are mage, they are whatever. When you are alchemist, you create your own magic. You don't need to follow everything according to the text, because the magic touch is your essence, your soul, your spirit, your part of ether, you know. So this is really ridiculous. So now they created a baby just to put their spiritual shit on that, and it will turn against them, because I'm telling you, there are proofs what's happened. But doesn't matter, there will be a legal case from this. So this is what I'm telling you, that karmic people putting themselves into a deeper and deeper shit, by you, divine feminine, divine masculine, creating garden with shit, what they put on you. It doesn't matter. Like these family destroyed a twin flame couple, or I don't know, and they're supposed to be a spirit child born. And actually, at the end, it's good it's happened like that, because the twin flame guy was not on a right level. It was impossible. Actually, maybe it was written like that it should have happened like that. I don't know. But they destroyed this twin flame couple. That, I mean, totally destroyed. I mean, a spiritual contract is gone. Okay? And so show me, where is the spirit child? And the spirit child is already born, actually, with another twin flame couple, okay? Who actually not meant to be together this lifetime, but the next one. But both of them did the work and got together. And guess what? They have the destiny of this twin flame couple. There was a spiritual exchange. I mean, the woman from the twin flame has a different destiny now, a new destiny. And the destiny that the twin flame couple should have had together was given to another twin flame couple who should have been together the next lifetime. But they did the work, lots of work separately in this lifetime, and so has gifted them this. And they together, and actually the woman just gave birth a few months ago to this baby. Everything is fixed. So what did this group of, I don't know how to call them, because most of them are not even starseed. So this group of people achieved what? I can see many of them will go to prison. So what did they achieve? Now, after the divine feminine will have a much better destiny she should have had in a twin flame couple. And if the twin flame guy will become a divine masculine, he will have also a really good destiny, but different one. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is destroyed. This is what they do not understand. And after when the divine feminine, you know, we are all empaths. I dare to say that all divine feminine, divine masculine is empath. Because without it, this is one of the gifts what I believe every divine person will have, an empathy. A human empathy. That is a gift. So when you listen your empathic part, you feel sorry for these people. But don't do that you go back and give a helping hand. Because I'm telling you, they will fuck you up. When you have people like that, you have to leave them behind, because that's the only lesson they will learn. If you help them, the only thing they will do, take what is yours and put their karma on you. And you have to carry it. When you already did yours, you already cleaned up yours for many lifetimes. Don't be silly. Don't do what they supposed to do. Because at first, they will never ever learn their lesson. Never. And their soul won't be able to advance. Go through the necessary evolution they should. So it doesn't matter, because this baby will be divine. Alteration, transformation happen. Actually, the soul of the baby was a spirit baby. That is another twin flame couple who was fucked up the other part of the world. And I could not have a child. So this soul is now in the divine feminine's baby's body. So everything is balanced out. Everything is balanced out. And you, I don't know how to call them, because evil is not a right expression. These selfish people, these narcissistic people, did not do any harm. I'm telling you. The only harm you did to yourself. Yourself. Because all the effort that I pick up on, also they pay the spiritualists, but I mean like thousands and thousands of euros. I don't know, they are not well financially. I don't know where they got that money, huh? So they pay thousands and thousands of euros to these spiritual worker to help them. Because this was like a kind of spiritual operation to put everything on a baby, and it did not work. When you do that with a karmic woman, it works. But it does not work with a divine feminine or a divine masculine, you know, who already broke every generational curses in their bloodline and in their life. It does not work. Because automatically their blood will purify the baby, and the baby won't have any generational curses. And actually the spiritual clash, like imagine the two energy, like all the curses, all the shit what they put on a baby, and the powerful divine energy of the divine feminine clash together like a big bomb. And the divine energy will push back straight away with an unbelievable power, this dark energy to the sender. Even if the divine feminine would have not done any rituals, this shit would have gone back straight away to the sender. So that's what you achieved, honey. That's what you achieved. And now they discussing that the sperm donor through the rape should come in with love bombing and manipulating the divine feminine and become somehow the father and somehow use the child as a link. You know, fuck you, you come back, you go to prison, huh? Because it was rape, and rape is a crime. You need to be clever out there, divine feminine, divine masculine. Study law. Study the law system of the country where you are. Because when these bitches want to fuck you up, or get somebody on your side who knows the law, but when they will try to fuck you up, use everything what you have spiritually, or on a 3D level, or whatever you have against them. You have to fight back. You have to. I picked up on this baby, they did some manipulations also, so the baby will be disabled. So the divine feminine will be fucked up in a way that she has to give all of her time, energy, and devotion and love to the baby or the child who is disabled. So they did that deliberate manipulation like that on a baby. So the divine feminine won't have any time to step into her destiny. And guess what? The baby is healed. The baby has no physical problem or sickness. And now you can prepare your heart attack baby. Huh? I mean, not the baby, but this family. Because they start panicking now. Nothing worked. Your obstacle that you created is destroyed. Simple as fuck. Actually turned into something divine. A stepping stone. Simple as that. So, good luck with your lovely karma and generational curses you created. There's no way out. You have to go through it.